I'm Amber Mathurin, and I've got next.
You next up and you ain't been on SportsLifeTalk. Like, what are you doing? Hey, you better hit him up. Look, you breaking next and you up next. Keep the wins go hard. Rising star on the big scene, make them know who you are. You don't break a sweat, don't settle for less. They put you through that test, your resume that flex. Who got next? Who got next? SLT, heard it say go. Who got next? Who got next? Living my dreams and all your goals. Who got next? Who got next? You can ask B. Jones or head coach. Who got next? Who got next? You next up, so here's my vote.
Yeah, let's go, SLT Nation. What it do, family? Welcome back to another fire episode of Sports Life Talks. You got next. That's right. This is a platform that gives exposure to the voices of tomorrow. In our 5th year, over 800 shows in a season, we have coined the big nickel. We are still on this incredible journey we started 5 years ago. That's right. We are going all over this country, and we're finding rising superstars who are doing big things and accomplishing big dreams. I need to, Kevin, I'm doing this I need the whole state of Oklahoma to stand up. That's right. We got one of your very own. She is the queen of grassroots basketball. We have followed her journey from the Tulsa Swift, and now she was over there at Team Trae Young, wreaking havoc on the Adidas tournament. But it gets better than that, ladies and gentlemen. She has now broadened her horizon and helping young ladies all over this country continue their dreams one step at a time, and she has now opened up, spoiler alert, the Mathurin Sports Agency. This is what we need, y'all. I need y'all to make some noise for one of the dopest head coaches that we've got the opportunity and privilege to see her doing things on the sideline, and now she is the owner and a CEO. Tulsa! Come on! Y'all bring her to the stage, Coach Amber Mathurin! Coach!
Hey! Man, you know how to get a room going, dude. That was elite. Thank you for the intro.
Coach, that's how we've been doing. We've been waiting 2 years to give you that intro. Coach, you know, I was working on that one, so I had a lot of time to practice. But Kevin, I don't know why I feel like the whole scene, just we all look better now because Coach is on the show. You know, the TV's crisper, the volume is better, everything is better when we get a legend in the building. Coach, welcome to the show. We super excited about having you on here. And if this is your first time, I went on record multiple times saying I love OK. Welcome to the show. I am your host, the mouth of the South, B. Jones, the OG, all things Louisiana. Put your L's up. Mr. Yeet is in the building, and I'm rocking alongside my brother from another mother, the other side of the You Got Next logo, the Quiet Storm. Shh. All facts, no cap. The head coach, KT Cal. Ooh, it feels good. It feels good, don't it, bro? Hey, I'm hyped right now, man. How you feeling, fam?
As you should be, Jones. It's taken 2 years for this show to happen. So yeah, we gotta be
hey, you guys know I've been putting in work. You know, I've been head down grinding.
Hey, you've been working hard, Coach. We know you've been working, Coach, but that ain't gonna stop us from having a good time today because we making it happen. It's the big nickel. We got great people out there that's watching us. We got great guests. So let's get it kicked off. You ready to do this, Coach? We have an icebreaker here on this show, and we call it the moment of truth. That's right. This is an icebreaker with Coach Mathurin, and it's super simple. This is our version of 2 truths and a lie. So what we're going to do is Coach has prepared 3 unique facts about herself backstage before the show. Kevin and I don't know, and you, as a guest watching this show, we don't know what it is. So we're going to have to work together as a team. We'll have exactly 60 seconds using deductive reasoning and see if we can figure out which one of these facts about Coach is a fabrication. I will tell you, we in the danger zone, Coach. Any coach will know 500 ain't where you want to be because it could go any way from this point. On this season, Kevin and I are 500 officially today. So we got to get that win to get over the hump right now, Coach. We count on y'all out there that's watching this. Y'all are friends and family. Y'all better help us out. Give us your 3 facts, Coach.
All right. Fact number 1 is I played Division I basketball.
What's number 2? Yeah, give us
okay, 3. Number two. Number 2 is I have 4 children. Fact number 3 is I am married to someone not from the United States.
Well, you know what?
We know the third one. She gave us a layup on the third one, so we appreciate that one, Coach.
Yeah, give us a layup on the third one.
I did give you the layup. Let's see if you get the first 2. Let's see if you get the first 2.
Kevin, the 4 kids is, I don't know why it's always numbers, and I don't know why I can't place the 4th kid.
Don't be looking me up now, KT. You better be staying.
Okay, I'm not gonna look at you. I ain't gonna cheat. I will cheat to win, but I won't do it this time.
I'm gonna tell you something. Ain't no way she didn't play Division I. If y'all see
Nope. She has 4 kids.
Okay. All right, Kevin. I'm gonna roll with you.
I think she has 1 girl.
Okay.
You got 3 boys, right?
Okay, well, we're going to see. Yeah. We're going to find out. We're going to find out in 1 second. Coach.
But then how do you have a hooper that cold you don't play D1?
Well, it happens all the time. It happens all the time.
Might be going number 2. We're going to go with number 2.
We're going to say, all right, so we saying number 2 is not the truth, Kevin?
No, excuse me. That is the truth. Number 1 is a lie.
All right, Coach. Number 1 is not the truth, Coach. We're going to say that you have never played Division I basketball. You played Division II, Coach.
Oh, is that it? So
yeah, that's our final.
Yeah,
that's our
final. I already had number 3, so I already had number 3.
Yeah.
That is correct. I played JUCO. I'm a JUCO product, and then I went and played NAIA after JUCO.
All right. So which one was the lie, Coach?
Wait, was I supposed to have a lie in there?
Oh, that's right. No, that's right. That's right. You did lie. That's right.
A lie.
It was. Number 1 was lie. So we got it right.
We got it right, B. Jones. So we're 37 and 36.
Oh my goodness. Hey, y'all can tell if y'all watching, I was nervous. I just hate losing. And it's been such a we had a rough
surprised you didn't just get the number 2 right, but you actually knew I had 3 boys. So that's impressive, man.
Well, Kevin knew that one. I don't remember seeing no pictures with all 4 of them, though. And I remember
B. Jones, if you look at it,
it's a family picture. I literally, when we was going through the socials, I saw a whole family picture there, and I just don't remember why I didn't count how many kids. So, all right, Coach, let's go. This story is and we needed that one, KT. We needed that one. This story is all about you, Coach. We're going to have some fun today, but we're going to take them on a road trip. That's right, the journey of your life and your career. And you know what you got to do before you start any road trip, right, Coach? Come on. Get that right hand. Lift it up, Coach. We need everybody watching. Get that right hand. Reach over your left shoulder. Grab that seatbelt and buckle up. Click, clack. We about to take them on a crazy ride. And listen, I need everybody. I don't care if you're in Oklahoma. I don't care if you McKenzie friends. I don't care who you are. If you watching this right now, we got a mission up on us. We want to take the game of women's basketball to a whole nother level. So we need you to help us. We need you to help. Hey, we couldn't have paid for special effects like that. So this is what we need y'all to do. We need y'all to help us to grow this platform so we can get more amazing people like the one we got today. And you can do that by doing 4 free things that won't cost you a penny. Number 1, hang out with us to the end of the show. I think that's self-explanatory, right, Coach? Number 2, I need you to hit that like button. If you seen Coach, then you know she is relentless. She is a monster, a tyrant on that sideline. I need you to have that kind of energy, fix your face, and I need you to smash that subscribe button so this show, we can run the numbers up and it bubbles all the way up to the top. I'm talking about number 3. I need all my point guards in life. Find your friends, find your family, share the rock so we can send the numbers up on this thing. We can tell everybody about this amazing opportunity that can help kids to get to the next level, wherever their dreams are and their ambitions may lead to them. And last but not least, y'all know what y'all got to do. Subscribe to the vibe. That's right. Become a part of the SLT tribe. We've been doing this for a long time. We would love to have you as a part of our family, and we would love to be a part of your family. And we promise y'all one thing, 1,000% energy. Coach will tell you, we travel all across the country with this thing. We promise y'all 1,000% energy night in and night out. Coach Mathurin, I'm hype. I'm ready to do this. Is your folks going to hold us down? Or we going to get some love and some subscribers today on this show?
Dude, fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. Kevin, you ain't crossing them up. Hey, cross them up, Kevin. Come on. There we go.
Arthritis, B. Jones.
There we go. There we go. On the count of three, we're going to do it in unison as a family. We smashing that subscribe button in 3, 2, 1. Boo! I'm hype.
I need your energy like every day of my life.
Coach, it's all about you, Coach. You the reason I'm hyped. We just did a show before this. I wasn't this hype. I'm hyped now because we in here like swim well, and we got all these new people that's rocking with us, all these new friends and families and new subscribers. And Coach, we want them to let us know who they are. We don't do a roll call, but we want them to throw an emoji in the comment section right now so we can do a call out. Coach, what is your favorite emoji? If you texting your friends and family right now, what is that emoji that you're using the most?
I'm probably using the little side eyes most of the time. So little side eyes and maybe a blown up brain, will hit you once in a while, but the side eyes are probably the most.
Side eye emoji is on deck. Y'all make sure y'all throw that in the chat right now. If you smash that subscribe button, if you did anything, if you sent this to somebody, I don't care. Whatever you did to help us to keep that mission going forward. And Kevin, what we gonna tell everybody that throw the side eye emoji in the chat, man?
We're gonna tell them thank you and welcome to the SportsLifeTalk family.
Welcome to the family. We don't do fans. We don't do followers. We do family here at SLT. So welcome to the family, and thank you for allowing us to be a part of yours. We're going to get it cracking, though. Let's go. Welcome to the Sports Life Talks initiation.
All right, Coach, before we officially welcome you into the SLT family, you got to go through our initiation.
Okay.
We start out everyone's initiation with them giving us their top 5 music artists.
Okay, I'm just asking for no judgment zone right now.
I don't know about that.
No judgment zone. I'm very bipolar on my music list, so it's a little all over the place depending on the mood of the day. Okay, and I'm from Oklahoma, so Chris Brown, he hits inside of my phone quite a lot. Some sprinkles of Rod Wave is up in there. I like some Rod Wave and Giveon. So that is like my calm nature that I need to kind of keep me low key. I'm pretty intense on most of my calls. And then I throw in my country music, Sam Hunt and Griffin Palmer. So you'll get some country up in my, literally it could be like one day you have Giveon and the next day Sam Hunt is like blowing up with my windows down, cruising in Broken Arrow, Oklahoma.
Coach, now I call myself a closet country fan, and I've never heard of Sam Hunt, and who was the other one, Palmer?
Yes, dude.
I've never heard of these people, so you're going to have to put us on game. But
All right, I'll send it to you.
This presents a dilemma for KT because he is not a closet country fan. He doesn't know who those folks are, so I know he's right.
No, I've heard of Sam Hunt before, BJ.
Okay,
I can tell you any music.
Okay. Well, we ride on the backs of Giveon and Chris Brown right now. Rod Wave, Kevin. This is a task. Only you can handle this task, Kevin. What are we giving Coach Mathurin for that top 5?
All right, Coach. I like to rank everybody's top 5. The highest you can get is 24. The lowest you can get is 8. That's our dedication to the great Kobe Bryant. B. Jones, Chris Brown alone got her like 19. So she told me not to be judgmental, so I won't be, Jones. Let's give her 21 for that. We'll give her 20. So what do you think about the 21 I gave you, Coach? They're respectful?
I feel it's respectful. I mean, honestly, I work so hard. I don't have a lot of time to dive into music. It's just whatever's good, what I'm feeling, I'm going to listen to. And no judgment on the other side either with these artists. Just if I feel it, I'm going to listen to it. So
that's the one thing we don't do. We don't judge. We may talk about you behind your back, but yeah. Coach, we don't do that. All right. So who is your favorite super?
Rate me, it's like, you're not going to judge me. You're just going to give me an actual rating,
Yeah.
Out of 24.
That's not judging. It's fine.
Yeah. Just wait till our text conversation later. All right. So who is your favorite superhero and why?
Superwoman. Okay. We're going to go with her because obviously that's the easiest one to probably pick right now. I would say Superwoman because she just holds a little piece of me up in there. I feel like that's all I do is like challenged every day. I feel like I have to like just be the best I can every day. So I would say she's my go-to. Yeah.
Perfect, because you've told us stories about some of the stuff you've had to go through, and you had to do your thing.
I do wish I had some of her superpowers, but I have my own superpowers. So we'll go with that.
So we asked that question because we see coaches and entrepreneurs as yourself as superheroes. We know that she has her own theme music, but what would your theme song be?
Oh my gosh, theme song? I don't know, dude. I don't know. What do you think my theme song would be? I have no clue. Give me some options.
I'm trying to think of
win, no matter what.
We can go with that because I do feel like I'm winning right now, guys. Every day I post something. I do feel like that may be what everyone else is hearing in their head. So that's actually a good one. We'll go with that.
All right. So what is something that basketball has taught you that you can use when you're not on the court?
I would probably say some composure in intense moments. So I think off the court, I deal with a lot of intensity in my position now. So I think, when you're in the heat of the moment, you got to keep your cool around young adults and to the public eye. So I think basketball is definitely, that stage has taught me how to stay calm, and it's taken time, but it has been developed, over the years. So.
All right. So B. Jones and I, we're going to produce a movie that's centered around you. The one thing that we're missing is a lead actress. Who should we get to play you in the story of your life?
Oh my gosh. Let's go with Jennifer Aniston.
I had to give her one more. I like that one.
Yeah, I'll go with her. I feel like her shows that she's in are pretty calm and pretty relaxing. So I would say we could do that and add some intensity, around it. So we would balance each other out.
All right, Coach. So this is the most important question that we ask during the initiation.
Okay.
B and I, we love to travel. When we travel, we got to eat. So we come out there to Oklahoma to kick it with you. What's that one food spot we going to, and what is your go-to meal there?
Oh, man. I'm right here in this community. They're going to hate me if I choose one or the other. So I would say we would go to Osaka's. It's hibachi, and I love hibachi. So you can't really go wrong with hibachi and some sushi. So I like some good steak and rice. So
hibachi, KT. I'm sorry, that's a weakness.
Hibachi is amazing.
Hibachi. I love hibachi, Coach. And now I got to get the whole trio though. I got to get chicken, steak, and shrimp. And lately I've been on these scallops. They got them big scallops they throw on.
Yes, it's so good. So I get the Osaka House every time, and I've just. I clearly don't finish it, but I have meals for like 2 days.
I'm about to say, I don't finish mine. So I know it's a lot of food.
Yeah. So, and then they get sushi, you get a little appetizer. So, and I like the camaraderie of the atmosphere. So I like a hibachi grill and being around other people and eating, so I like that environment. Osaka's is great.
So the only other question we got, so we come down there. Do you got us, Coach? You got us?
Yeah, I got you. I got you.
The CEO, huh, Kevin?
Hey, give me about 6 months, though. Okay, let me.
Oh, no problem. 6 months. Yeah, we'll be there.
I didn't turn money day one, so let's just go with that.
Yeah, B. John, I was talking about going next week, so we gotta wait 6 months. It'll be worth it. It'll be worth it.
January. Let's wait till this next portal comes through, and then we'll talk again.
Ooh, that's gonna be interesting. We're gonna talk about that here in a minute too.
All right, so now that we've wrapped up the initiation, it's time to learn more about Coach. So we need for you to join in. Drop your top 5 music artists, your favorite superhero, and your go-to food spot in the comments. Don't forget to check out our website, sltugotnext.com, to check out more of our amazing You Got Next family members. Now I'm going to pass the ball back to B as he officially reintroduces our newest play cousin, Coach Amber Mathurin. So B. John, go ahead and take it away, brother.
Coach Mathurin, welcome to the show. As I said in preface, you are one of the dopest ones. You are like Miss Oklahoma. I don't care what nobody say. You put that state on your back. You was people don't know this. You were part of the Silver Waves Media Top 100 most impactful women or people in the game of women's basketball. And you got some dope stuff going on, but we got to take it back to the beginning. We call it the superhero. We bring the superhero angle in intentionally because we know that players and coaches, and especially people like doing what you do, y'all are superheroes to us to sit up there and do all of these things and have a family and all that stuff. But let's take it back to the beginning because every superhero got that origin story, Coach. When did you personally fall in love with the game of basketball?
Oh man, I was in high school, so I would say obviously through my high school career, I did play multiple sports. But back when I was in grade school, we were still doing 6-on-6, guys. Like that's how far back I go. So I remember crossing the line with my toe because I had big feet when I was in grade school. And my coach, Coach Statham, she would scream bloody murder at me for just stepping over that line. I'm like, why can't I keep running? Why can't I cross the line? Like, you're just limiting me, and I got things to do today, So I remember those moments where I felt limited, and then basketball advanced to, full court. Women were allowed to run, full court. So when that happened in the 6th grade, it was pretty amazing. And then, through my high school career, I was pretty under recruited, and we were recruited out of the newspaper. My family didn't have money. I didn't have a trainer. I didn't play on any type of AU program. I didn't do any of that. So, I was just lucky that a clipping was seen from a local college coach, and he offered me a full ride, and I took it. Like, it gave me my exit from my home. And to me, the love came from just the straight grind. I didn't have anyone helping me. So then after JUCO, I wanted to keep playing. So another local school, NAI, was holding a tryout, just an open tryout. So I was like, why not? Shoot my shot. I tried out. He took me in the office, gave me a full ride. I was like, of course I'm going to take that, but I didn't go anywhere else. I didn't know what to do. I didn't have any guidance. My parents did not graduate from college. I was a first generation, so I didn't really know what to do. I just knew I had to keep taking the next step, right? So I feel like the love really grew from when I was in grade school, and then it just I've always felt like Between the Lines was my exit. Like it was just my place, something for me. And that's what I really kind of engrave in the kids I coach is just, hey, this is like, once you're between the lines, it's us, it's just us. We're a family. We're doing this together. And then to get to your dreams, it's just one foot in front of the other. So yes, didn't play Division I, but dude, I took every opportunity in front of me and ran with it, and it got me here. And now I freaking produced a Division I. So I feel like I've done okay, in the last 20 years, but I would definitely say it was grade school through high school. And then just that grind in college, like everyone else,
Well, don't think that we don't get it, but you know what? Because that Division I stuff, you can miss Sports Life Talk with that. Like anybody that come with, like, that's super cool to make it to Division I, but there's only really, you got to be one of them ones to make Division I. And it's not just about mocks. It's like size, all stuff. I'm not gonna get on my rant, but I hate it when we talk to parents and they like help us get to school. We like, what kind of schools y'all interested in? And they talk about a list of D1s, and we like, no, man, all these Division II, all these Division IIIs with these beautiful campuses. And I'm like, yeah, and all you want is you rather go to the small school. Okay, but anyway, but coach, so now how did you get into the coaching side of this thing? Because you went from Kevin D, you don't know people until you know people. And she kind of she told us this a while back last summer, and I don't know why they called, but I didn't know you were in the banking industry, coach. Like you was talking about all these nonprofits and stuff that you helped put together, and then all of a sudden now I start preparing for the show, and I'm like, what? Coach, how did you get into the coaching game from 10 years ago being in the commercial banking?
Man, I started from the bottom in banking as well. I started as a teller when I was in college to help pay my way, right? So I was a little teller, and then I got real lucky and got this night manager job at the bank I was at. And it was paying like $4 an hour. And I'm over here like, I'll take it. Cause I was really trying to move up, like always one more step, right? That's always been my goal. Put one foot in front of the other. And so I just stayed in banking. Like from when I was like 20 years old, I was still paying for myself in college. Like I said, my parents didn't have money. So like I needed groceries. I needed gas money. Like I need to pay my car payment. I didn't have a choice. And I wanted to play basketball. So anyway, so start as a teller. Because I started as a teller, I just had a great foundation. Like it was easier for me to take that next step because I didn't just start at the top. I knew how to communicate to, everyone in the bank. So then when I got the manager spot, that was immediately on my resume. Like they didn't care how much money I made or what bank it was. It was just on my resume, So anyway, so I kept moving forward in banking at a very young age. And then I was just popping out babies, it's all my husband's fault, but I kept having babies. So I had 4 kids before the age of 32. And it was tough. Like, I had them all in a 10-year time frame and I was trying to build a career and I was determined to keep working. My husband is just as hard of a worker as I am. He is on the grind. He was very, supportive of my career. And I had one goal, guys. I said, I'm going to be a VP before the age of 30. That was my goal, a VP. What's so bad about it is I kind of I set the goal. And then once I hit it, I turned 30 before I was 30. I got VP of commercial lending. And then I was like, now what? I hit my goal probably at about half the age most women hit that goal. And I didn't have joy in it anymore. I was like, I felt an emptiness because my love and passion has always been in sport. So I'd used my competitiveness and drove my career. I was managing 30 banks. I was a lender for multiple locations. Actually opened the first lending office of the bank I was at, and they let me run it, and I was still in my 20s. So it's kind of crazy story. And then my husband took off with his State Farm insurance company, and he was like, hey, I'm making enough money. If you want to stay home with the kids, you can do that. And I was like, I ain't staying home with the kids. Like, I got things to do, like I was like, how do I take this passion of my career and flip it into, sport, basketball. And then my daughter was starting to, she was actually pretty good. I was like, all right, she's like 8 years old. I was like, she's kind of good. So I was like, maybe I'll just dive into her a little bit, not stay home, but kind of start building my career back up. Cause I'd already hit my goal before 30. So I might as well start back over, with something else. And so I got a job at a local high school coaching freshman basketball. Okay. I was so nervous to walk in for the interview. I had a great resume. I was a VP of lending. Like I've been approving $1 million loans. Like it wasn't a joke. And I was like, can I get a free job, a job that they don't really pay me anything? And I was so nervous about getting hired. So anyway, got the job and started as a freshman at a 5A school, freshman coach. Guys, it's in TPS if you're familiar with Tulsa Public Schools. And I could barely get 5 girls to practice. It was pulling teeth. They didn't have food. I didn't have no snacks. Some of them didn't have shoes. So I started just providing, and we went undefeated that year. It was our best year ever. And I was like, maybe I'm kind of good at coaching. So I started doing like little league stuff, youth sports. My daughter was being coached by a guy. I walked in the gym and he was teaching her how to shoot. And I was sitting there like, this guy doesn't know what he's doing. And I could have just sat there, right? And I could have just taken it and waited. But of course, the superwoman
right.
quickly came out. And I walked in the court and I was like, listen, like, let's start back over on how we're teaching her how to shoot. And he said, well, if you think you can do it better, then do it yourself. And so I turned to my daughter and I said, grab your stuff and let's go. So since that moment, best thing that could have been told to me is I was like, you know what, I can do it better. So I should do it myself. So I did. And I've coached her ever since. And then it was always a lift as you climb type conversation with McKenzie of, it's great to have blessings, but they don't mean anything if you're not bringing people along. So that was really the ultimate goal. And because of that, between us, because she felt like that too, that was something I engraved in her, that it was never a jealousy, it wasn't anything. Other families saw that genuineness in us and just kept coming along for the ride. And I'm over here like just, the door's open. This train's moving pretty fast, but you guys want to jump on, I'm ready for it. So that's where Swift came in. It just grew, and it was during COVID. So I grew into almost 30 something teams, and right after the COVID time. So parents were looking for somewhere they could trust, feel safe, a good environment. So I used my business sense and built up kind of contracts on how we were going to deal with safety and, as a staff, and then started hiring amazing people. I mean, at the end of the day, it starts from the top down. So I hunted the best coaches, the best people. Okay. I was told one time, and it's the last thing, I'll let you guys ask the next question, is I was looking to hire, and I was growing so fast. I needed coaches, and people were throwing major resumes at me. Like, I've coached this high school. I've coached in this youth sports. I've done all this. And I just didn't like them. I'm like, I don't like their energy. I don't like anything really about their personality. They screaming in kids' faces. Like, they just aren't treating these young women with respect. And so I'd reach out to a friend of mine, and he said, listen, you can always train someone to be a better coach, but you will never be able to change who they are. And, so that's kind of stuck with me that, for me, maybe I didn't play Division I, but I don't really need to be able to play Division I to coach it, or to help guide some of these parents in their decision making, because some of the decisions are about who you are and your character, not so much of just your experience personally. Right. So anyway, hopefully that wasn't too long of a story, but
I'm a fan. I'm a fan of the show. I ain't gonna even lie. Sometimes I just sit back and I'm marveled by some of the interviews, because we don't get this. Let's just be real, Coach. We ain't got this kind of opportunity to get this kind of. Well, right. I'm lying. You sat there and talked to us for 45 minutes. You just did that in Louisville. You sat there and talked to us for 45 minutes. But you get what I'm saying. It's a different,
not the whole story. You're like the bird's eye view of where you're at while you're there. Yeah.
So, Coach, when you started to decide you was gonna help McKenzie, I'm starting the documentary. I'm trying to get the patent right now for what I call the OK8, 30 for 30 on the OK8. There are people that's watching this that's familiar with Oklahoma women's basketball. Y'all know who the OK8 are. These are some of the top 8 players who went out and could have played against anybody in the entire country. We talking about 8 players out of Oklahoma that were all nationally ranked. This was an unprecedented year, something that I've never seen out of such a state of that size, of that magnitude. So, Coach, I got to ask you, when you started coaching, did you look around and you was like, okay, we got more Kayla over there, she doing her thing, we got Keely down here. Like, did y'all know that what y'all were cooking in Oklahoma was going to be special like that?
I feel like it was everyone was on a little bit of a different path. So some were getting ranked a little earlier, and then others were, getting the offers but not ranked. And then some were being ranked pretty high, and then some not so high. So everyone kind of, as far as when it all came together, was probably their sophomore year, is when everyone was like, okay, it's separation season. Now you got your top 8, you know exactly who they are. And there's no denying it now. It was, hey, you have a couple that were, right there on the bottom that you're like, man, are you guys going to jump into that 8, or are you going to fall off? And I just think, it was, they all continued to, they didn't mean to do it, but they continued to push each other without knowing they were pushing each other. And I thought that was pretty amazing, because you're talking about 2 separate sides of our state. And it, different styles of parenting, different backgrounds, different towns. It wasn't like these kids were even playing on the same program through their, some were hit and miss, but for the most part, Oklahoma has to usually go out of, the state to get any quality type of circuit. And so it was pretty amazing. I would say their sophomore year is when it probably came to fruition. Everyone was like, hold up, what's going on right here in the state of Oklahoma? And then I think it kind of threw everyone off, because local media wasn't really talking much about it. I was trying, but I look like a parent, so it's like, 'cause I'm a parent at the moment. And then the other parents, if you look at the list, quite a few of them are coaches. So you have parents that are coaches, so you have to kind of walk a fine line of, are you gonna spill it, kind of talk about the kids, or are you gonna talk about everyone else? Because you're in a battle right now to be top in the state with the best in the world. So it's not let me go vouch for this kid real quick, because my kid still got to bump 4 or 5 spots to get an extra bonus, on her collective. So it's not it was, you have to be business savvy, but supportive, all at the same time, because you want to see those blessings. It's only going to pour back into your kid. And that's what I feel like it did for McKenzie, was it kept that grit going and fire going. So she kept pushing herself to be the best,
Let's talk to McKenzie. First and foremost, I have nothing but the utmost respect for McKenzie. And not because she finished top 50. It was because there was a look in that kid eye. I remember from the first time watching her play, I remember like, yeah, she a dog. But she wasn't satisfied. I'll tell you this. I remember and we were in Mansfield Fieldhouse. Swift was playing the game. McKenzie and them lost that game. And McKenzie was she was upset. I'm talking about visibly upset. She wanted to win that bad. And you can see that from a sophomore, her junior, every year she got better. Personally, that's a tough job to rank these kids out because there's always going to be somebody mad. She was one of my top 15 to 20 players in the country. And she proved it when she went at home in Norman, Oklahoma at the Adidas tournament when Trae Young went knocked off another nationally ranked team. I'm not going to spoil y'all with that story. That might be something we might have to get Coach back for, but we got to talk. What was that relationship, that mother-daughter? Like, how did you decipher Coach Mathurin versus Mama Mathurin, Mama Amber, when it came to dealing with we talking about a 5-star athlete in McKenzie? Like, how were you able to manage that? Because like I said, she is a dog.
Dude, it's tough to contain that, on and off the court. But I will say, originally I was like, we got to have a clear separation, like when we're done coaching, we're done coaching. That didn't work. It didn't work. And I don't think it works for anyone. It's a lie. Like, no one has a clear separation. So I feel like basketball allowed me to teach her real world things on the court. It opened up lines of communication that I would never have had if I wasn't coaching her. So, when she was a hothead or she got teed up for kicking the ball. I mean, you remember when I think it was Caitlin Clark that kicked the ball right? Right after that happened, we were in a tournament and she got mad because she fouled out in front of all these coaches. And she's going up for a rebound, 50-50, right? And so she takes the ball and kicks it and gets teed up and has to go set the bench, right? And I mean, that's just her heat. She was on fire, mad. And so, but those are real life moments that I said, listen, like, you're being watched right now. Like, your job is to make sure that you contain your temper, in the moments like this. When would other parents get that opportunity to do that and your kid can't talk back to you because she's in front of her whole team and all those coaches are talking? So she actually had to have some self-control because, normally that kid's talking back to you in your house or mumbling under their breath or something. She knew she wasn't doing that, or I wasn't putting her back in the game the next round, right? I set her ass in a second. Like, we were playing around. And so I think it was like, originally I was like, let's have a clear line of separation. And then it became, no, let's do this together. Like, you have goals, I have goals. And we're two very powerful women. And it's okay for powerful women to be at the same table. And it's okay to communicate through that. Like, and a lot of times powerful women tend to want to be at tables on their own, and then get mad when they're not at these tables with these men. When you just come together, women are savvy, and you can bring enough of them together. You're going to, like we did with Swift, Kenzie stayed the course. And when the moment came for me to pivot, she trusted me in that decision, and we pivoted her final year. And that was obviously got her off to Michigan. So I feel like for us, it's, there was no line. We didn't have a line. It was, basketball was her life, and it was okay for basketball to be her life. Even though people say, don't let it be your life. It's her life. All these athletes, you can say whatever you want. If that sport is what they love and they're passionate about, that's their life. And it's okay. It's just be healthy in it, be mentally stable, and have the right people.
Me and Kevin, we get the opportunity to sit on these sidelines, and I think it's kind of a cool thing because we watch everything, we see everything, and we notice everything. And there's a couple of moments I could probably recollect, maybe 5 or 6 moments that just memories I have with you over the last couple of years that I could tell these stories. But
that's kind of scary. I
know. But I'm gonna tell you something. This past summer in Louisville, before all the madness happened, there was a moment that took me off guard, is because we know you have your daughter and your relationship, but Maddie hits a game winner for Cy Fair, and the first person on the sideline there, because her mom was already coaching, but the first person that's not her family to greet her coming off that court was Coach Mathurin. And I'm just like, to me, I'm sorry, that meant something to me. That touched me, because I say, okay, it's not fake. You talked about people being able to fake certain things and see it. It's not fake. It's real. And we got the privilege of micing you up last year, and unfortunately we weren't able to release the content, but I don't know why I thought that you were going to be fire and brimstone over there. I'm going to be real. I thought, now I don't know if you did it because we had you mic'd up.
What? I'm pretty chill.
You were, I'm talking about, you were chill. You empowered the young ladies, and I felt like it was almost a mothering of sort. And even in that environment, you let McKenzie be a captain, and you let some of the other young ladies coach their own teammates up. And it was some points you had to put the throttle on, right? It was some points you had to, hey, let's get it. That was sloppy, but for the most part, it was not chaos. It was all love. It was all nurture. So I got to ask you, for somebody who came from the killer bee kill shark mentality of corporate banking, how did you get such a cool, calm demeanor and able to coach up all of these 4- or 5-star athletes and do it in the style and love on them the way you do, Coach?
Honestly, it's from like what you're doing. You've watched it from the sideline. I have too. So I watch other coaches, and I watched the reactions of college coaches for years of how they react to how that kid's being coached and how you're coaching them. And I feel like you're always interviewing for like the next job, right? And I never knew if I was going to want to get into college coaching. I didn't know what camera was on me. I knew that my daughter needed me to be calm and collected, but also have a hammer when I need it. And so I do feel like for me, it was just watching what not to do first. And and then learn from that. And then on top of that, I don't feel like a lot of athletes, really react well to screaming in their face. They will, if they feel loved and empowered. They love it. They want it. My girls would tell me, coach me hard today, and I'm like, dude, you're going to try to suck all my energy like that? But all right, I got you. You want me to coach hard. You want those college coaches to see that you can take it. I'll give it to you. Right. So, but you better look me in the eye. You better shake your head, and it better be yes, ma'am, before you walk off, don't put me in a position to bench you. Like, don't do that, but I will coach you hard. I will coach you up. But so I feel like just watching, and honestly, and no knock on men that are coaching, but a lot of men do tend to raise their voice. They tend to get in the face. And I don't know. It's just never been something that I've ever wanted to see. I don't like being around that. I feel like, men should be, to me, a picture of how your marriage should look, how they should treat you, like you should feel you should be treated. And that respect. And if that's what we're pouring into them at 15, 16 years old, what do you think they're going to be looking for in leadership in their marriage? Well, after basketball is done, right? So I feel like I kind of did the same thing as a mom, as a wife, I wanted them to see how they should treat their daughters in heated moments. Yes, like, man, if you got to put that hammer down, they better respect you, right? But in the same breath, like, your words need to have some meaning behind it. Like, what's the point if you're just screaming nonsense? Like, teach them, coach them up in those moments, and have intention in your huddles. So like when we would come together, it was always intentional. If I wanted to focus on rebounding, we focused on rebounding. If they didn't rebound, that's when the hammer came down, right? So they knew we had a common goal, and you were lazy. So now I get to call you lazy in front of everyone because you're being lazy and our goal as a team. So I think I just watched kind of what you did, just kind of watching what not to do, and also watching some amazing coaches. Through my journey, there's been a lot of men and women who pour in their own personal time, their own personal money, and you watch them go and have calm demeanors, but also know when to be firm. And I've watched that play out, and I've watched kids react to it. And there's been more times than not, you're going to get buy-in, and you're going to get a player-led team. And they're not going to need you to put the hammer down on them because they're player-led. They're going to do it for themselves. They're going to be there for their teammate. They're going to coach their teammate up on the court, and I don't have to do it. So honestly, selfishly, it probably saved a few gray hairs, maybe a heart attack here and there. But so I just, like you, just watching other people.
Well, I need to do a better job. I still don't know what not to do, Coach. But I tell you what, one day when we get like the 25,000 subscribers, we'll release that video because
hopefully I can help you get a few more.
We're gonna release the highlight because it's actually pretty dope. We might just email it to her anyway, just so she can see it. And her and McKenzie can have that memory in their collective vault. But Coach, let's get out of here. We got to get it, but I can't get out of here because you are successful as a banker, you are successful as a coach, you are successful as a wife and a mom. You got all of these things going in the right direction. And even at your young age, you decided to try something new, Coach. Now, I don't know what they're doing, but you have now stepped into sports agency, in which I consider the most volatile time in college sports in America. We got NILs, and you talked about the collectives. All of this stuff is going on, and you say, you know what? I think I want to take on that challenge. Let me step into that arena next. Another difficult task. So tell us a little bit about the vision, and just sell us on the Mathurin Sports Agency, and why, if a young lady is watching this right now, their mom, their dad, their aunties, and somebody need to be calling up Amber Mathurin so they can learn about this agency and this opportunity.
It's so crazy you say it like that, because I started Swift during COVID, right after COVID. And then prior to that, I jumped into banking when women weren't really in banking. So I really, and having kids and being a wife and mom. So kind of crazy. And then I start NIL stuff right in the middle mix of, President Trump wanted to, do his own thing over there. So it's been quite entertaining, to say the least. But I will say it's more of being a pioneer in the space, right? So everyone is pioneering in the space. So if you're going to have a pioneer, you might as well have someone you can trust. Because at least I'm going to be honest and upfront if I make a mistake, if we need to pivot, we need to do something different. Hey, something new came out today. It's a very volatile situation. So here's our next step as a team, right? So, so I also represent football. I don't know if you guys know that, but you keep saying girls. So I have football players too. Actually, I have some pretty big clients right now. So I love the football space, and I did the football space alongside the women because, again, you should always be, as parents, as anyone in any type of leadership role in the industry of sports, it's always lower the ladder, right? So it's not lift the ladder, it's lower the ladder. And so I feel like when people join our agency, they're going to see that I am in the football space because those GMs are ahead of the game, right? So they're setting the standard of how NIL and collective and rev share, how that's going to work, right? So if I am at the forefront of that and I know what's coming, or I know how you should be treated, maybe it's not in our DNA yet, women, right? These girls, they don't got it yet. They're uncomfortable asking for the money. They don't feel worthy yet. But if I'm in this space and it allows me to know how they should be treated, how things should move, how quick that response should be for you, maybe it's one less zero, and that's okay. That's okay. We are going to continue to take that one step forward. And I feel like football does that. And when I speak to my football players and their families, they love it. They want to see women win. And I love being part of people like that, because if they see others win, it'll come back tenfold for them. I will work harder for that athlete because I know that you're for my girls too. And that's where a lot of my passion is. But the business side for the football my commercial lending plays a big role, in contract reviews and negotiations and things like that. So it's crazy. I never would have thought that the things I've done over the last 2 decades would have propelled me to this. It's not like I was thinking at 30, I'm going to be a sports agent. I never would have thought, but having the resume of what I've done in the past on my business degree and all that has kind of allowed me to take it all and put it into one bucket. And then, like we were talking earlier, just some joy in it. I love doing it. I love helping families. I love mentoring them. One part of my agency is a mentorship side. So I call it my Rising Stars. And I bring on mentorship kids that can kind of, in all reality, eat off all the relationships and the success of some of my other kids and try to lift them up, try to, open doors for them. It's their job to be good enough to walk through it, but I'm going to open that door for you and crack it and allow you to get some success too. So it's honestly been so great. I'm going to honestly probably have to shut my door soon. My phone, you saw my schedule yesterday. My phone is blowing up. I am every day I'm sending contracts. Every day I'm answering questions. Every day I'm bringing on a new client. Like it's going to get crazy. Now I'm only one person, guys. So I need some help. So honestly, I'm talking to all the people that want to come on board and work with me. Not so much the athletes. I'm going to have to slow down a little bit, but I'm wanting good people. So it all starts at the top, and I need some good people alongside me. So
y'all make sure y'all are following her at Amber Mathurin. A mentorship builds the next playmaker. That's the motto. That's the mission over there at the Mathurin Sports Agency. So y'all hit her up on that one. Kevin, we got some time. We got time to get this thing rolling.
Yeah, let's get it, man. Let's do it.
Let's go. We're going to do one round today. Let's go. It is time for the championship round. This is the part of the show with KT and I. We're going to have a good time. We are super sneakerheads, coach. I don't know if people will watch this, but we step in the gym. We come with fresh kicks on every single time because we know that if you look good, you feel good, you're going to play good. So for this part of the show, Kevin and I, it is time for the sneak peek. We have bought a pair of sneakers out of our collection, and we're going to show them to you, coach. We think that these sneakers would mean something to you, and whichever pair you like the best, whether it's KT's or it's mine, that host will win this episode's game of championship rounds. Okay, coach? So on the count of 3, we're going to get you to say, hold that sneaker. And from that point, the talking stops, and the shoes will do all the talking for themselves. Okay, coach?
Okay, hold that sneaker. Got it.
There we go. Kevin, you got your heat?
I'm ready. Yeah, I'm ready. Let me go.
3, 2, 1.
Hold that sneaker. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. You bring it a little bit closer to the camera. Let's see what that. Oh, man. I'm sorry, but I would say that I would probably actually wear these, sport them on the biggest stage. I'm going with KT.
Of course you are.
These the Michigan Jays. Oh my!
Sorry, I gotta go. I can wear those Michigan ones, but dude, you know I represent kids from all over the Big Ten.
Yeah, from everywhere. It ain't just about a daughter.
My bad, McKenzie. I was trying. You know what I'm saying? I thought Michigan missed.
You know what, B. Jones?
Go blue.
Yeah. The 2 years, B. Jones. The 2 years was worth the wait, man.
I see. You're having a great show, bro.
Still champion.
You know, I'll say that past sneakers from McKenzie episode. Then that's probably what I'm about to do, Coach. You are the truth. You are a blessing. But the title of the show is You Got Next. And as much as we love to talk about the past, hey, you just get started, Coach. You are on the forefront of something super spectacular. It's going to be major. It's nothing but prosperity, and I'm talking about that's prosperity handed out to generations beyond yourself. Families will be impacted. So now we got to know what's up next for Coach Amber Mathurin.
Dude, I honestly, I don't know. I feel like if I can retire from this is where it's at. So, but you making me want to go back to coaching. You want me to, I'm about to want to be on that big stage again. So listen, I'm blessed beyond. I got 3 young boys coming up, guys. So I'm head first into football. Loving my women, my girls. Basketball has been a joy for me. So I'm going to stay the course, and basketball will always be part of it. I don't know what it looks like, but basketball will be a key part of it.
Basketball game. I got to get back into my football. I can't wait to see your roster of some of these football people. But next thing you know, she gonna have a whole media company here in a minute. KT. She talking about this. It's gonna be a agency. It's gonna be a global thing here in a minute. She talking about, hey, this is retire. Nah, I don't see it, Coach.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe I still got to start something new every decade. So this is what I should be in my 40s. So we'll just stick with this for a little bit.
All right.
Well, she needs a podcast. I mean, I know one that can help her out. All right, Coach. So do you have any shout outs you want to give?
Shout outs. Shout out to my girl at Michigan. Obviously, my daughter. I'm super excited for her. I got to watch her practice and compete, and she'll like those shoes for sure. So, but yeah, shout out to her. Season's coming underway, and it's tough for these new freshies coming in. So I'm excited, guys, to watch her play on the big stage this year. So.
All right, so this is a part of the show where you get a chance to call out the person that you think should have next. Tell them, hey, I got a chance to rock with B. Jones and KT. I told them my story, and I want you to do the same thing. They said, Coach, who you calling out? Who should have next?
I think you guys should interview my guy, Ontario Thompson at UW.
All right, Ontario Thompson. It is on like Donkey Kong. Let the world know that you are up next. Your ticket just got punched. It's official. And you are now on the clock. We got to get you on the show. I'm excited about it. So we're going to make it happen. We'll be reaching out to you super soon. Coach Amber Mathurin, you got next. You're the true coach. I love your energy. I love your vibe. I love your tenacity, your passion, your authenticity, what you're doing for this game as a trailblazer, as a trendsetter. You are moving mountains, Coach. Every time you open up your mouth, blessings upon blessings. You are extraordinary, Coach. You are elite. You deserve a yeet. Wop. Let's go. Oh my god, Kev, I hate it when these shows be ended. I'm telling y'all, somebody reset the clock and let's start this joint all the way back over today. Coach, you are the best. Thank you so much for being a part of the show. Everybody that's watching this, thank y'all so much for supporting the show, being a part of the channel. We love y'all so much. We can't do this without y'all. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button. We chasing 10,000 subscribers right now on YouTube. We can't do it without you, so make sure you hit that subscribe button. What is the rolling eyes emoji? Throw it in the chat. Let us know you're out there so we can show you some love and we can personally digitally shake your hand and tell you how much you mean to us if you want to be on the show. Now we got Coach Thompson coming on. We know it's a lot of people out there that want to be on this show. Go to our website, sltugotnext.com. Click on the nominate tab. Tell us a little bit about why you feel like you got next. And Kevin is going to hit you up. We're going to set you up an audition to be on the show. Now, the one beautiful thing about doing this show forever is we've interviewed a lot of people. And not only can you take the show on the road, but you can download this show in audio format as well as over 800 other shows. We got WNBA coaches and GMs and All-American players in basketball and college and high school. The platform is crazy. We've been blessed to get loved by individuals like Coach. So check it out. Go download this podcast wherever you listen to your podcast and keep all the energy, keep all the laughs, keep all the fun and positivity going forward as we continue to watch this game grow. Coach, you got to send us some of your football players too.
That's Terrio. That's Terrio. You're going to love him.
That's one of them. Yeah, that's one.
That's what you want. Yeah, he'll come on. I don't want to steal his thunder, but guys, he has an amazing story. And so you will love him on your show. He is the epitome of why NIL is such a big piece of the sport. It's making a difference in people's lives well outside of what social media is talking about. So I'm excited. You need to get Terrio on. He's a good guy.
Terrio, let's make it happen. KT, let's go home, brother.
Coach, even though this was like 2 years in the waiting, it was worth the wait. Thank you so much for rocking with us. Whatever you need from us, please let us know, and we got your back.
I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for having me.
All right, Coach. You know what? I came up with the song, but it still don't change anything. Because all you do is win, no matter what. Got money on my mind. I can't never get enough. Because every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. Yeah, let's go. SportsLifeTalk Nation. We love y'all. Stay safe. Be blessed. Respect each other and love one another because together we are better. And listen, tough times don't last. Tough people do. So keep dreaming big because you never know. Your story may be the next one featured on Sports Life Talks. You got next. Yeet.
I knew you had next because you always working, you always grinding, you're in your bag because you're always working. Like in due time, I knew you got next. Oh, you did it, huh? Crack the code. You got next, you smashing goals. You want next, you need exposure. Well, Sports Like Talk got the baddest show, like the baddest in the room. Podcast to tune into just for you to talk your shit. Talk your mushroom. You are what you eat and you should consume. Sports Like Talk from the late night to the afternoon, then rest repeat. Hit the like, leave a comment, or subscribe so you don't miss a beat. You got next, just a small taste of a winning meal from a chef type of celebrity. What's up next is you, at least you better be. Yeah, you got next, yeah. I can feel it, you're a winner just like me. You got next, and what comes next? Tune in next time and you'll see. Cause if you got next, yeah, if you got next, then you're just like me. If you got next, yeah, if you got next, then you know where recognition.